I just finished the hardest challenge in my life, 150 miles ultramarathon in the mountains in 50 hours. No sleep, endless pain, and the lessons I will never forget. In this video, I'm breaking down 10 life-changing lessons that the ultramarathon teaches you about the endurance, mental strength, and pushing past your limits. Whether you are into marathon training, extreme fitness challenges, or ultra running, or even when you need the motivation to do the impossible, these lessons will change the way you think about your own goals. Lesson number 1, have at least 2 quality pair of running shoes. So my ultramarathon was in the middle of July. In the middle of the summer, I was thinking sunshine, brilliant. How wrong I was. We had non-stop 24 hours rain, so my shoes were completely soaked. So even when I tried to change, and I did change into the dry socks, my feet were wet within a minute. Even when I wanted to avoid the blisters, I wasn't able to. I had another pair of shoes, running shoes. However, these weren't suitable for the conditions for the terrain I was running on. So these are the shoes that I had. As you can see, the grip already is completely gone. I can still get away running in this on the flat terrain. However, on the mountains, it's a no-go because I will be sliding and it's just like falling down on the floor. I had no other options than keep running in the wet shoes, and in the end, I finished with the painful blisters. Here is the photo. Yeah, I have never felt anything like that before. That pain, it was just like from another level. And I couldn't walk for 2 days. Ultramarathon tip, always have at least 2 quality running trail shoes that have a proper grip, that is suitable for the running terrain that you are currently in. So don't just pack up the backup, pack the right ones. Lesson number 2, take time at the aid station to clean your feet. Most runners during the aid station, they're just like in and out, in the rush, just to save few minutes. However, in the ultramarathons or even in the multi-day races, your feet can make or break your race. So in the bad weather or when you feel some hot spots coming on, come on, take time to clean your feet, to look after them properly. And if you've got a crew who's got the option to take like a bowl with the water, yeah, definitely do that, because it will help you to clean all that mud off much quicker instead of fluffing around with the baby wipes. This is what I was doing, and it was taking a time to get rid of the mud. And then when you clean your feet, reapply your tape or some balm. I'm using the Body Glide, so definitely do that. Even if you're thinking, well, I've done it before the race, there is no point to do that again. Yes, there is, because if you're going through the mud, I can guarantee that any balm, that your tapes will just like gone. Ultramarathon tip, don't sacrifice 2 minutes now and pay 20 hours of non-stop pain later. Lesson number 3, be prepared for the aid station to be off map. When you download your GPX file, the aid station will be marked. However, quite often there won't be at the exact spot where you're expecting them. And this is what happened to me during my ultramarathon race, where some of the aid stations were like 3 kilometers further down.
What?
And 3 kilometers, yeah, in the normal circumstances, doesn't sound so bad. However, when you're running 80 or 100 miles, yeah, mentally it destroys you. We were so negative, we were swearing, we were almost crying and like blaming the race director for such a big mistakes. But hey, with such a big distance, it's really difficult to exactly point out every single aid station. Key ultramarathon strategy, always carry with you extra food and more water, and be mentally prepared that the aid station won't be an exact point where you're expecting it to be. Lesson number 4, running cap or the clear glasses in the bad condition. When you are running in the heavy rain or in the dry condition, your eyes take the beating. Clear safety glasses or the running cap can protect your vision. At night, with the heavy rain and the headlamps, it can be especially brutal. Trail running gear tip: don't overlook eye protection. It's such a small thing, but it can make a massive difference. Lesson number 5, salt tablets save you when the aid station electrolyte fail you. So different ultramarathon races will have a different electrolyte types at the aid station. However, there are so many different brands that it's just impossible to try all of them during your ultra trail running, during your trainings. So when you get to the aid station, you might find out that some electrolytes can mess up your stomach. And this is what happened to me during my ultramarathon race. I got to the aid station, there was no support allowed, there was no crew allowed. I had only the options to use the electrolytes from the aid station. However, when I tried it, it was disgusting. I just couldn't drink it, I'd chuck it away. But I have my salt tablets, which saved me. No cramps, no GI issues. Ultramarathon nutrition tip: always carry with you salt tablets so you are not dependent on what the electrolytes are at the aid station. Lesson number 6, coffee gels for staying awake during the night. If your race lasts longer than 24 hours, staying awake during the night can be a real battle. I always struggle with running during the night, and even when I took the caffeine tablets, they didn't really work for me. So this time I tried the coffee gels from Torque, and hey, I was running 150 miles with 50 hours with no sleep. Ultra running hack: if you struggle with night running, then the coffee gels can keep you moving even when your body wants to shut down. Lesson number 7, save your headlamp battery with the smart use. In the long ultras at the night, I started using my headlamp slightly different than everyone else. I started saving the battery. So when I'm climbing, I'm using the low beam because I don't need that extra light to see what I'm doing. And then also there will be other people around me and their headlamps give me enough light to see what's around me. However, when I'm descending, yeah, it's on the high setup. If you keep your headlamp on the high setup all the time, your battery will die fast. And not everyone's got the ability to recharge your headlamp while you're running, so conserving your battery matters. Night running tip: adjust your brightness strategically to save your battery. Lesson number 8, prepare 2 crew spreadsheets for the good weather and the bad weather. So normally when you're working with crew, you're preparing the spreadsheet with the estimated arrival times at each station. The trick is to make 2. One for the good weather condition when you can go with your normal speed, and the one for the bad weather condition where it's raining, muddy, snow, hail, any condition, so your crew can adapt quickly and then be ready with exactly what you need. Lesson number 9, keep your electronics in the zip bag. So your phone, power banks, charger, they need protection. And you may keep them in the vest or in the running jacket. However, I can guarantee that the water will find a way in and it will mess them up. Ultramarathon survival tip: always keep your electronics with the sealed zip bag so you can use them and recharge them when you need them most. Okay, so we've got the last lesson, number 10, pack food to go from aid station. So normally during my ultras, I take the zip bags, so when I get to the aid station, I can pack the fruit, nuts, crisps, anything I want to from the aid station, and then I'm leaving the aid station very quickly. I'm not hanging around at the aid station, eating, chatting to other runners. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't like to chat to other ultra runners, however, I can do that easily while I'm walking and eating. So it moves me forward and I'm not wasting time. I hope these ultramarathon tips will help you to avoid mistakes, improve your time, and reduce the suffering during your own ultra journeys. These lessons come from the real running experience, 150 miles of it. So if you find this video useful, come on, share it with your friends who are preparing for their next ultramarathon, and of course, subscribe, like this video and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my future videos where I'm sharing the running tips, the motivation to do impossible, and for the running gear review. But right now, peace out.